The dream returned to King Shuk. Sitting at the pinnacle of his technology empire at the 23rd annual general meeting, looking at the ocean of his empire's expectant stakeholders' eyes, tastings at a behemoth banquet, well done, of a super deluxe resort, the dream returned to King Shuk. The night Ma abandoned him and Baba, she crooned in his ears. He was fast asleep. The words penetrated his semi-conscious, remained embedded there in labyrinthine layers. What if the planet is no longer an oblong spheroid, but a plateau, so that you can reach the edge of the planet and jump into dark space? King, it is not important to know what others state as facts, but to know them for yourself. Be unbound and unfettered in life as the medieval explorers, merchants and pirates. The dream returned to King Shuk. As he went to the podium, he announced an annual dividend of 75% in these times of legendary economic disaster. His shareholders rejoiced and clapped boisterously, and chants of "Data mining is the future of all money-making" filled the air. Corporations are making money out of snooping on people's lives and pushing them towards choices like never before. Meanwhile, King Shuk took small sips of his cognac and smiled a wry smile, remembering Ma and the dream. The rains nowadays remind me of the grasslands of childhood. The unending, waterlogged fields spread across the horizon. The beauty of naked adolescent boys. Nascent, muscular torsos entwined in motion. Pacing and swerving a wretched football against the friction of water and blades of uneven, grassy growth, pools of mud, sheets of water falling from the sky, speeding drenched cheetahs as if in a choreographed wild opera in slow motion. The last move, and then a shooting volley inside the goal. Hands thrown up in joy. Applause rocking and roaring as a bolt of massive thunder divides the universe into two teams. One that wins and the other that does not. The drenched cheetahs run again for another goal. Images ravaged by time float through my mind like ancient cinema. Aging is reaching tranquility. Aging is getting plundered by the pain of memories of other worlds. I had a strange dream last night. My son Bholu and I were floating lazily in the Dead Sea on a late afternoon. The night sky gradually shrouded us. Bholu was in a trance, listening to Steven Wilson on his Apple AirPods with his eyes closed. My eyes were focused on the distant mountains. Jerusalem is on this mountain, a holy place of three monotheistic theologies. The lights in Jerusalem glowed like stars as night descended on us. Jerusalem is a mystery in my soul. I told Bholu stories about Jerusalem. He listened to them intently. We showered, changed, and retreated to the adjacent Movenpick resort, where to our dismay they had laid out cold cuts of tuna and salmon, with some beetroot salad as a sorry excuse for dinner. Around midnight, we drove to Amman. Driving from damp heat to cool breeze, we went to a Mediterranean nightclub where a medley of Basic Instinct was playing. Young and attractive girls and boys of all nationalities were dancing. The air was filled with smoke, mostly weed and single malt aroma mixed with the scent of French perfumes, designer shampoos sold on Champs-Élysées hit our nostrils, and well-toned flesh greeted our eyes. After a couple of single malts, we left the club. On the drive back, an Arab informed us, an asteroid has hit Costa Verde part of Lima. Thunderstruck, I reacted with horror. Has anything happened to Jorge Mario Pedro Vargas Llosa? The Arab hadn't heard this strange name. At a very early breakfast, we were eating falafel at a 24/7 restaurant when Bolu asked me two questions. You have been an atheist all your life, yet you are excited about traveling to old theological places. Sarnath, Benares, Jerusalem. Do you miss God in your life? Do writers who affect you become more significant to you than your family? At this point, I woke up.